I'm often asked, how does a mechanical engineer turned Air Force pilot stumble into a career in sales? Here's my story in 2 minutes or less. It was the summer of 2010, and the 2008 housing crisis had just started wrapping up. Businesses were hiring, people were spending money, and I had just bought a brand new BMW 535 Xi. It was dark navy with dark tinted windows, low profile tires, black leather interior, and super fast. I was 10 months into my new career at a huge aerospace and defense contractor. Things were going really well until they weren't. I was brand new to corporate America, and on an otherwise ordinary Monday morning, rumors of something called a RIF were swirling. What's a RIF? I had to look it up. Reduction in force, cost optimization, layoffs. I thought to myself, surely this cannot affect me. I'm pretty good at my job, did some cool things in the Air Force. I have an MBA. How could the company survive without me? It was said that if you were part of the RIF, you would have already been notified by 9 in the morning. And as I checked my watch, it was 9:15 and no one had talked to me. And I thought, oh, I must have survived. No sooner had I thought this than I was called to my boss's office. Turns out I wasn't as critical to the organization as I thought. I was devastated. After 12 years in the Air Force, job security was not something I thought about at all. There were plenty of other things to worry about, but losing your job was not one of them. We had just moved from St. Louis to Minneapolis, had a new house, a new mortgage, a new baby, a new car, remember that fancy BMW, and no paycheck. At this point, I vowed to myself to move to a position that I thought would be the last to get let go in an organization. Sales. No one ever gets let go in sales, right? How can a company survive without these majestic creatures? So I worked hard to become indispensable to the company, to become the tip of the spear, to become a sales professional, to teach others how to be sales professionals, to grow revenue. And a funny thing happened along the way. It turns out I liked it and was pretty good at it. And as a recovering engineer, problem solving has always been at my core. And when it really digs down into it, sales is nothing more than solving problems for your customers. So what started out as a move for better job security ended up being just something I really enjoyed doing. And so after a RIF and 14 years later is how I ended up forming Velocity Sales and ending up in the sales world.